That guy's hauling it. Oh my God. Woo. Damn. That kid's good. We are back in action. A year ago yesterday, today's June 14th, was the date that I started shooting motocross. It has kind of changed my life as a photographer. I'm so in love with it. I love doing it. It's so much fun. Throughout this entire year, one of my main focuses has been figuring out ways to create content more efficiently for both Instagram and YouTube, because they're both super important to me. Those of you that know, though, it's difficult to film vertically, but also get horizontal landscape YouTube content. I used the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 at one point, the Osmo Action 5 Pro, the Osmo Nano, and I loved all of those cameras. I really did. They did a great job, but like I said, it's difficult to get vertical content, but also shoot landscape for YouTube. The Osmo Action 6 came out, and that had open gate, which allows you to do both vertical and horizontal. I don't know, it just didn't really wow me. So I started searching around, and I eventually came across the Osmo 360. 360 cameras have been around for a long time, but they always just seemed, I don't know, a bit gimmicky to me. And then I started learning a bit more about the Osmo 360, and I learned about how much flexibility you actually have with this camera. Now you may be wondering, why didn't you get the Insta360 cameras? I love DJI purely because it works with the DJI mics. I already have so much DJI equipment, so that's why I really wanted to go with something that was DJI, so that I could still use the microphones I've spent a lot of money on. And also I like the colors, I like the D-Log. Anyways, I picked up this camera the very first track day of the season, so that's the content that you guys are gonna watch. This was a few weeks ago now. Yeah, I'll just give you my thoughts as we go. So let's jump into the video.
I got it booming, stats going up, we all going dumb, not stupid. Trying to keep up with me, I told them all that it's foolish. I heard this song and I turn it right down, it's muted. I had to do it myself, damn, now it's all booming. Said it's impossible, I had to go out and do it. It's getting hot, yeah, now it's humid. Feeling like Floyd, I'm 50 and no, can't dispute it. I had to do it myself, damn, now it's all booming.
It was so good to be back at the track again. This was after a long winter of doing no shooting on my own, doing like nothing really. It just felt good to be back. It felt good to be at the track, filming, creating content again. So really quickly, the way that I've been mounting this camera is with one of these. This is made by Telesin. This is a little neck mount. You just wrap it around your neck. Osmo 360 just pops in just like that. So it's super easy. The reason why I don't want to use like a chest mount or anything like that is because it just gets in the way. I like the idea of being able to quickly take this off whenever I want.
This is the first day we are testing out like the 360 cam. This is the DJI Osmo 360. Also, I kind of downsized my kit. I was using a 150 to 600, and now I'm using a 70 to 180 Tamron, mostly just to make things lighter. So, I mean, this is the opening day for this track. This is one that I go to the most. I have a couple now that are in the rotation, but this one's kind of like the easiest for me to get to. I've got a couple ideas for shots that I want to get today. But right now, I'm kind of just getting my feet wet.
You're not only seeing the camera in the frame, you're also seeing what is happening around me, and the flexibility you have after the fact when you record this. You can spin the camera around, you can zoom in on certain aspects of the video. So say a rider does something really insane that on a normal like Osmo Action 5 probably wouldn't be in frame. With the Osmo 360, I'm able to actually zoom into that part. And yeah, I mean, it's just really kind of like the perfect setup.
There we go. That guy's good. Doing wheelies. I might have gotten that, I don't know. You know what's weird? Sometimes I like switch from like looking through the viewfinder and then just like looking at the LCD. Sometimes it's easier to look through the LCD, especially when I'm trying to get like really low shots. unless I'm gonna lay down, which I just don't want to do. So that's why sometimes I switch. All right, this is A class, I believe. That guy's hauling it. Oh my god. Woo. Damn, that kid's good. Jesus, dude. That kid's good.
The nice part about this day too is that it was still pretty early in the spring, so it was a bit cooler. It wasn't super hot. It was a bit of an overcast day, so the sun wasn't super strong. These track days, especially midsummer, tend to be so hot, like 95 to 100 degrees, and camera equipment doesn't really do super well in such hot environments. We'll see how that goes moving forward with the 360 camera. But overall, today was honestly the perfect day to get out and shoot.
I think I might try and get like a negative space shot. I gotta get really low though. I'm gonna see now. So the idea is there's this jump right here. There's the kids throwing pretty good sized whips. I want to try and like get a bit of like negative space above. Hey, Matt, he's coming. Here he comes, actually. He's coming this way. So I'm going to get really low to the ground and try and get some of this foliage in the foreground, some of this grass. All right, here he comes, here he comes. That might have been it. Yeah, I think I got it. That was pretty hard. There we go. Oh man, I just got sprayed. Oh shit. Oh my god. I might have gotten that.
All right, so let's sum up the Osmo 360. Honestly, I love this camera. I think my favorite part about this is you can kind of just set it and forget about it. You can just click record and let it run. But the thing is, you don't have to worry about what this is pointing at, really. You can change everything in editing, which is honestly so cool to me, and I don't know why I never explored this option before. The way that I've been using this is with two DJI mics. I'm using the DJI Mic 3 and then the DJI Mic Mini. I attached the DJI Mic Mini to my Sony a7 III to be able to hear the shutter sound, and then the DJI Mic 3 I put on my collar so you can hear me talk. I might be changing that setup a little bit because something I've been noticing is because motocross is so loud, the sound of the bikes is starting to overpower my own voice. So a lot of the talking parts, you can barely hear me. So I got to figure that out. But other than that, I absolutely love this camera. It's really great just to make content as efficiently as possible. The way that I've been editing this is I export through the DJI program on my Mac, and I also turn off stabilization. I just don't like the look of it, so I end up turning off stabilization, and then I move it over to Final Cut Pro, and I do all of my resizing and angle movements in Final Cut Pro, which is, you know, super easy to do, honestly. The only thing about it is that these files are typically pretty large, but overall for what I do, it's perfect. It allows me to make YouTube content. It also allows me to make Instagram content. And I also like the idea of I can turn the camera around and you can see my face as well in like social media videos. It looks a little bit funny, but it is also eye-catching. It kind of gives that like hook effect when somebody scrolls past my Instagram video. It also color grades pretty nice. The footage looks good, honestly. And I don't have any NDs or anything like that for it. I just have it on auto mode, and it it looks great. It looks great. So this just allows me to have less gear to worry about. It allows me to just kind of set it and forget it and focus on what is most important, which is actually shooting. So yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on the Osmo 360. If you have any questions about it, let me know down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video or found it valuable. If you want me to talk about any of the equipment that I use for these videos, just leave a comment down below. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
I got it booming. Stats going up, we all going dumb, not stupid. Trying to keep up with me, I told them all